Governor Gavin Newsom is using the carrot and stick method to get cities to plan and build cheaper homes and apartments. And because of a new California housing requirement, over the next 9 years, San Luis Obispo County is required to plan for nearly 11,000 additional homes. The San Luis Obispo Council of Governments took that number and divided it among each of the 7 cities and unincorporated areas in San Luis Obispo County. Now each jurisdiction has until the end of 2028 to get it done or face the state's consequences. In the coming years, you might see and hear more of this. Construction of so-called affordable housing units. State leaders are requiring cities to at least plan for more of them.
There are already people crowded into single-family homes because there aren't enough.
But what is affordable housing? Well, according to the Department of Housing and Community Development, in 2019, the area median income for a family of 4 in San Luis Obispo County was $87,500. Families earning 30 to 80% of that live in affordable housing. In SLO County, that means a family of 4 would qualify if they made less than $71,900. By the end of 2028, Paso Robles must add nearly 840 very low, low, and moderate income homes and apartments. It's nearly 2,000 in San Luis Obispo and about 215 in Grover Beach. If the cities don't hit their targets, they could face consequences like stiff fines and loss of state funding. The state could also swoop in and take control of development. Cities are turning to nonprofit developers like the People's Self-Help Housing for guidance.
All of a sudden, every city is calling us, every county is calling us saying, you know, we've got housing needs. How can you help us?
John Fowler says San Luis Obispo is getting a head start, approving a number of projects like the Tiburon Place near Rigetti Ranch. On this 2-acre plot of land, imagine nearly 70 affordable housing units. People living in those units earning about 30 to 60% of the area median income in San Luis Obispo County. Now, it may just be a small drop in the bucket, but it's progress. Fowler says these units could be ready as early as 2022.
A new development like this creates a great opportunity for local residents to get affordable housing because there's no wait list on it when it initially opens. So we're actually going to do a lottery when this becomes available.
This old medical building in Pismo Beach and a vacant home in Grover Beach will transform into housing, each with an affordable component. This 3-story project planned near 13th and Seabright in Grover Beach is ideal, planners say, because it's close to bus stops, grocery stores, and gas stations.
It's legally compliant. There's an affordable housing component. It's close to downtown. It's not displacing anybody. This is exactly the kind of development that more cities, especially Grover Beach, need to prioritize and approve.
Of the 8 proposed units, 1 unit will be listed as affordable. But like most developments, it's facing opposition from neighbors.
3 stories is probably a little much. If they did do some density development, maybe 1 block off, kind of in an area that stays off of the main thoroughfare. If you did something there, you know, it's still a short walk to the bus stops and, you know, to a lot of businesses.
Homeowner Mike Grenlish says he understands the need for cheaper homes, but he wants to preserve the city's charm.
It's a balancing act. It really, truly is. And when people have, you know, come from an area that they've worked hard to try and establish something and then to have an influx of change, it's going to impact their lifestyle.
People's Self-Help Housing says 600 to 800 affordable housing units are currently in the works across the Central Coast. The biggest challenge, they say, is finding land to build on, funding, and a balance between existing neighbors. In the studio, I'm Megan Healy, KSBY News.
Cities are currently working to update the next cycle of their housing elements. That's due to the state by the end of this year. And KSBY is committed to addressing the challenges locals are facing. We want to hear from you. What are the issues that concern you when it comes to the price of paradise on the Central Coast? You can email us at news@ksby.com or message us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter.